Right, I haven't done a video for so long. Some of the bikes bloody batteries cost a fortune, they kept running down. The new bike I'm building is a 1987 GPX Kawasaki Ninja 750 R. So rims are done. It's going to be a cafe racer. I don't want to put all the plastics back on because most of them are cracked and there's so much work involved. But I got this thing cheap enough, so I'm going to make it a cafe racer. Weird colour scheme, but no, it's not really weird. Kawasaki, black, green, the brown and the bronze with the engine. So I've stripped the engine. It was too far, yeah, it wasn't too far gone. It was 16,000 K on it. I'm liking the brass and the black, but the barrels are good. The head was a cost a fortune. You can't get valves. A lot of discontinued pieces, things like valves, rings, pistons, can't get them. So why am I even bothering? But you know, GPX 750 R was a good bike. The GPX were much more popular, but no, I'll resurrect this and I'll yeah, it's just everything I do is always discontinued and you have to find it, and when you think it's only 1987, so it shouldn't be that bad, but it is. Everyone just scrapped them, finding the little seals that go in that manifold there, everything. I'll tell you what, I'm starting to love it because it's like a mission. You got to find everything, and you're talking to people in the Netherlands and England, and so even for the valves, I've got the head done. The valves, I had to go to England, buy a second-hand head. I said, I don't want the head, I just want the valves. So he just sent the valves, dropped the price, and Southern Jet Ski did all the resurfacing of the head and the valves. Very rare. A guy walked into the shop, saw the head and wanted to buy it straight off there and then, because you just don't see them. Yeah. If you get old bikes and you got no K's on them, just grab them if they're going for nothing, because you'll never get these bits ever again. 16 valve. Yep, can't wait to get this bike together. It's a little bit of a tutorial. I haven't put anything online for a long time, but this thing sparked my attention and I'm just going the whole hog on this. I'm doing everything, every little thing. They put a locking compound and a couple of bolts inside this casing, and I had to drew one out, drew both the heads off because they Loctited them. I didn't want to put too much heat into it. I got it out. I got one out, and the other one, of course, the drill snapped, which causes a lot of problems. But I can consider it not an engineering bolt which will, be that necessary that it's going to clamp down something that hard that, I'll re-tap it and I'll cut the bolt down and I'll get a couple of threads on it and it should be right. But this, other than that, this engine is in perfect condition. All the rings, which I can't get, measure up. Head's done. Frame's done. Now it's starting to paint everything, put everything together. I don't even know if I'm going to post this, but I don't know. I'll back it up. But I've watched a lot of videos with guys doing these GPX, and what a bike. They were a really good bike. But, you know, you have to find the parts. And I'm lucky I've got a mate that does seals and bearings, so he got some of the seals for me. And the weird seals are like flat sided one side and dome the other, and yeah, everything's an issue. But that's part of the fun. Alright, GPX 1987 R restoration, bit of a Mad Max bike, because I just don't care anymore. This is so cheap. I'm just going to throw it together and colour code it and see what it turns out like, and I reckon it'll go pretty good. Alright, Brendan out.